Installing Agent Zero is now easier than ever, be it on macOS, Linux, or Windows, locally or on a VPS, whether you already have Docker or not. We have compiled all of those checks and steps into a single command that you can use to install Agent Zero now. And you can find it on the first page on the Agent Zero website, agent-zero.ai. And here you see there's one for macOS/Linux, one for Windows, or you can do it directly in Docker if you prefer to still do it that way. But I have a Linux VPS, so I'm going to copy this first command here and head over to my terminal. And here, I'm going to paste that curl command, and you'll see it immediately starts the Agent Zero installer. And this installer will check if you have Docker installed. And if you don't have it installed, it will download it for you and install through the official Docker command line installer. Or if you're on Windows, it will point you to the sites to download Docker Desktop. But then once Docker is installed, you'll see the screen to select a version, right? So here we can pick the latest version, which is the default, or you can pick a specific version if you want to test, or if you need to run on a specific one. This is also a way for you to test the testing and development versions. You can think of these as like nightly builds, where some of the features that are going to be released soon are published for testing. But I'll pick the latest version here. So latest, and here you can name the instance. I'm going to leave it as Agent Zero. Then this is a very important one. It's where you want to store the Agent Zero user data. It will default to your home folder. In this case, I'm logged in as root, so that's my home folder. But then it will be Agent Zero as the folder and the container name /USR. So there's this nested folder with the container name within the Agent Zero folder because we can install multiple Agent Zero containers in the same machine. I'll show that in a bit. So I'll just leave it at this directory. And then you can choose a port. It defaults to 5080, but I already have a service running on port 5080, so it will automatically pick a different port, but you can choose a different port if you want, but I'll leave it 5081. And here you can set up authentication. So it starts by asking the username. And since I'm on a VPS, I need to set up a username and password for me to be able to use the web UI. So I'm just going to do Nicholas and leave the default 1234567 password. And you can see it will pull the Agent Zero instance and start it. So you can see here it's already launching the instance, and it will keep probing the Docker container list to see if it's running or not. So when the health check passes, it will know that Agent Zero is running and give you a link to go to the dashboard. Okay, so it started, and here we have some options to manage it. You can restart, stop, delete, or go back. In this case, I'm in the VPS, so I don't have any browser to open it with. So I'll just close this, so exit. But if I go to my browser and type my VPS IP with the port 5081, you'll see that my Agent Zero instance is running. So I can log in with those credentials that we picked, and here we are, we have Agent Zero running. And here it will already guide you to the rest of the onboarding, adding your API key, etc. But as you saw before, this same install script can be used to manage the containers, right? So if you type it while you already have some Agent Zero container running, it will give you the option to either manage existing instances or install a new instance. Install new instance will bring us through the same flow that we went before, but then manage, we can see all of the list of Agent Zero containers running in this machine. And we can use this to either restart, stop, delete, or open in browser if we're running it locally. So I'm going to test stopping that container here, and you see it will map to the Docker command to stop it, and stopped, so we can exit here. And if we go and refresh that page, you'll see that it's no longer running. So yeah, that's how easy it is to install and manage Agent Zero containers now. I hope this was useful for you, and let me know in the comments what video do you want to see next, what questions you have about Agent Zero, and I'll do my best to answer. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.